What is a summer watch? What makes it summery? Can any watch be a summer watch? Can you use it in other seasons? Are there spring, winter and fall watches? All these burning questions will be answered in the next couple of minutes. Now, a quick history check. Back in the day when watches were tools, there were no categories like today: dress watch, field watch, sports watch, this watch, that watch. Watch was a watch, it told time, and everything else was a bonus. My grandfather had Longines that he wore with a suit in the morning and chopped firewood with it after work. But time passed, technology evolved, we got spoiled. So many more categories and watch content appeared until we reached the point in watch evolution that idiots like me make videos where they make fun of the people who make videos in which they showcase summer watches. What is a summer watch? There are two ways to look at it. First, summer watch is a clickbait term made up by companies and influencers to sell more stuff like colorful straps and plastic watches that cost as much as a decent real watch. Or summer watches are watches that are by default more vibrant, colorful, don't care much about horology in a classical sense. Still, not everyone wants to spend money on one or even more watches just for the summer. So sometimes simply switching a strap can evoke more summery feeling in a watch. Now here's a quick guide to know whether the strap/bracelet is summer ready. Bracelets in general are okay, somewhere in the middle ground when it comes to summer vibe. Oyster is manly, Jubilee is classy, others are retro. That is all good, but how much summer friendly the watches won't be in the hands of the bracelet alone. For example, this vintage Rolex OP date just does nothing for me, but make it a two-tone, put it on table next to 8 grams of cocaine, and all of a sudden it's July 1985. Leather straps are great if you love wrist sweat, hate yourself and don't plan to go anywhere near the water. Silicone, rubber, all that plasticky stuff is all good. I mean, real divers use those, so naturally people who have them on their 500-meter water-resistant watches want to look the part and then take them off before going into the water. NATO and nylon, like the single color ones, are mostly plain and can be boring, but bone strap or a multicolored fun one is a game changer. I used to have this Timex on this expendable whatever bracelet, and look at it now. That being said, not every strap can work on every watch. What do you think will happen when I put this same NATO strap on a vintage Rolex? Nah, I'm not crazy enough to do that. Now, straps aside, what are the watches that will evoke feelings of beaches, sun and fun regardless of the strap? Dive and dive style watches, and there's plenty of them, is the most common answer really. Nobody uses them for their intended purpose anymore, but they look cool. Some notable summer mentions from cheapest to most expensive: Duro, Q-Timex, Citizen Pro Master Diver. Seiko has or had many options. Bulova has them Devil Divers. You get Doxas, Omega Seamasters. Digital watches, especially retro looking ones, one word. Honorable mentions are Armitron Griffey, or if you have the cash, Hamilton Pulsar. Swatch. Now, your head will hurt you from too many options. Not really. Nowadays it has to be the Speedmaster or Blancpain collab, because why buy a decent watch for the money when you can have plastic hyped one that you will wear for 3 months and then put it on eBay. Vintage gold blingy watches, no need to explain this much, them old folks knew how to live. Microbrands. Not really a watch type, but more of a watch philosophy, since big brands are nowadays much more conservative with their designs. It is up to the small guys to be brave and bold. Now check out Studio Underdog, Far and Sweet, Mr. Jones, Brew watches and probably more. Now to end the video, let's show how summer watches can be deceiving. Take these two for instance. On the left we have the most basic square G-Shock. Not even a fun colored one, just black. Now, it's retro, it's good for summer or any season, but that's about it. On the right we have, let's see, any swatch, or even better, Perfectly Useless Afternoon by Mr. Jones. Could this watch be any more summer? I mean, the dial is literally a guy chilling in a pool. Now, which is a better summer watch? That's right, G-Shock. And kept wearing Mr. SPF 100 with Mr. Jones. Well, the watch seems kinda geeky. Okay, now you must be thinking I tricked you somehow, but let's switch the watches. What does this tell us? Well, whether it's a dial watch, smartwatch, or your crazy aunt's Cocopelli, any watch can be a summer watch. If you're good looking. Or just brave enough.